Welcome back to Math 171 Pre-Calculus Algebra. In this video, we're going to take a look at finding the domain of a function just from the way the function is defined. So, there's two things that we have to worry about that can cause problems with a function. First one is division by 0. And the second thing we've got to worry about is taking an even root of a negative number. So, square roots, fourth roots, sixth roots, etc., we can't do that with a negative number. We can take odd roots of negative numbers. So we don't have anything to worry about if we're taking a cube root, for example. So, a couple of examples here. The first one is g of x equals 3x plus 2 over x squared minus 2x minus 3. So we know here that x squared minus 2x minus 3 cannot equal 0. So, let's go ahead and factor that. Not x squared. X plus 1 times x minus 3 does not equal 0. In order for it to equal 0, one of those things has to be 0. So therefore, in order for it to not equal 0, both of them have to not equal 0. So x plus 1 does not equal 0. And x minus 3 does not equal 0. So we get x does not equal negative 1. X does not equal 3. And now we can go ahead and write the domain. It's going to be negative infinity to negative 1, not including the negative 1. Then we put a union to indicate that both of the things I'm putting here are still part of the domain. Negative 1 to 3. And then another union, 3 to infinity. So that's the case for what we're doing to avoid the division by 0. The other thing that we have to deal with, and I'm going to have to start a new page on here in order for you to be able to see this, is if we take the function h of x equals the square root of 14 minus 2x. So with this, we cannot have 14 minus 2x to be a negative number. So we know 14 minus 2x has to be greater than or equal to 0. It's okay if it's equal to 0. We can take the square root of 0. We can't take the square root of a negative number. So we'll subtract 14 from both sides. So get negative 2x is greater than or equal to negative 14. Now we'll divide both sides by negative 2. And when we do that, one of the rules we have in mathematics is that the direction of an inequality sign has to change. So we get x is less than or equal to negative 7. So our domain up here is going to be negative infinity to negative 7. So that's how we find the domain of a function given its definition. In the next video, we're going to talk about doing some arithmetic with functions.